Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Adam Rodriguez.
Brother, man, good to see you, man. Love you, brother. Mad love having you home.
Beautiful audience. Nice. You're gonna have to get better looking because they're not responding to you at all, you know? But not only are you a good-looking guy, man, obviously you've had an extraordinary, varied career, but tell us about that. You're playing baseball, then you're a stockbroker, right? And then here you are, big-time star, man. I mean,
searching,
you know,
man. Always searching.
What was your position? What did you play?
Baseball, I was an outfielder.
Oh, you're an outfielder?
Yeah,
huh?
primarily right field.
Yeah. Could you catch? Could you throw?
Could catch, could throw, could hit.
Could hit a little bit. What happened, man?
You know, man, I actually, it was a series of injuries and a lack of discipline to come back from the same, lack of maturity, really, at that time in my life.
Right,
you know?
right,
I mean,
right.
I think I had the talent to take the game further than I did, but I broke a bone in my back, tore my shoulder, and what I didn't have was the maturity and the discipline that goes with that to work hard enough to work through it and continue playing. And so didn't go as far as I dreamed it would, and that sort of led to the stockbroking thing that you mentioned.
Right. So you got, but that was broken, but the stock wasn't.
No, I was like, I'll break something. Yeah. So,
let me break into these stocks. So what were you doing there? What were you doing on Wall
what happened was after I realized baseball was going away, I just knew I wanted to do something I enjoyed as much as that. I mean, I loved playing the game, and I wanted to find something to do that excited me as much, and school wasn't that for me anymore. Just sitting in the classroom, it wasn't something that excited me. I mean, I
won't take that personally as a professor.
No. You know what it was? I just think that I hadn't found an environment that excited me, to learn in as much.
Well, that's important because there's a difference between education and schooling.
100%.
Schooling is an institution that receives education, but education is a lifelong thing, man.
I'm an autodidact, and
There you go. Autodidact. Autodidact. That means he's self-taught, man.
Yeah, I love to learn. I love to read, love to learn, and unless you're in an environment where people are sharing that excitement with you about whatever it is you're learning, it can be
dull and tedious.
Stifling and exactly. Make you not want to be there. So I didn't want to spend the money on college at that time because I didn't have it to spend, and I figured.
So you started playing the numbers.
So I figured what I did, I was in the business club in high school, oddly enough, right? I ended up being an actor. I was in this business club in high school called DECA, Distributive Education Clubs of America, right?
Right.
There was a stockbroker challenge that they had at AT&T sponsored it, and they give you a mock $500,000 to work with, right? It's paper money, it's not real. And so every day you had to come and you make the trades at the end of the school day, and for a while I was leading the country, and I just realized that I had some sort of a knack for understanding how some of these numbers worked, and I figured, let me apply this to real life. And maybe build a nest egg for myself, because I knew at this point I really wanted to act.
See, and that's a perfect segue to Criminal Minds. Stockbroker, Criminal Minds.
It could have been, no doubt.
Right.
Because the place I ended up getting hired at I was probably about a step away from being on the wrong side of the law.
Yeah, slipping from white to some other kind of crime going on.
Boiler room type of situation.
Well, tell us about Criminal Minds. Tell us about, your incredible succce, man.
Thank you. Yeah, listen, I've been very fortunate. I've had a very nice run on television. Been able to work for the last a couple of decades, pretty steadily. And,
that's nice, right?
And right now I find myself in a great home on a show called Criminal Minds that I'm absolutely loving. I mean, just a great group of people, and on top of that, I think it's just a top-notch show. I mean, the show is so well done week in and week out. They're not afraid to go there.
There's some dark stories on there, man. I mean,
really
now, do you take your work home? I mean, does the wife say, look, stop right here. This is not Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, no, no, I will say no, but, this show was actually, because I did CSI Miami for 10 seasons, and we dealt with a murder just about every week.
I loved you on there, man.
I had a great time on there, brother.
You know what I'm saying? That's a bromance, man. I was loving you on that, bro.
Appreciate that, man. I had a great run. I mean, really, but it was a bit more of a glamorous show. And, and we dealt with, there was a bloody body every week, and we had to figure out who done it. But this show, Criminal Minds, it's a bit more cerebral, and we're the behavioral analysis unit at the BAU, and so we are dealing with criminals that are a bit more cerebral in nature. It's
Right,
not
right,
so
right.
many crimes of passion or
Intellectual thuggery.
Yeah,
going on,
exactly.
Right?
Yes. Very well thought out. Killings.
Very
And
analytically
we've got to be
perverted.
one step ahead.
That's
So,
right, right.
Yeah, so it is a bit more Sherlock Holmes.
You're directing. I mean,
Yes.
tell us about that. Now you're doing directing as well, man. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I started that on CSI Miami. Actually, I wrote and directed 2 episodes while I was there on the show. You know, you're playing in the show for so long. At
Right.
some point, you want a new challenge.
Right.
And it was season 9. It came up. We had some contract things that were going on, and I asked for that in my contract and got it. And
Right.
and I had a chance to broaden my horizons a bit, and I loved it. And I've been able to carry that with me through the other jobs that I've taken on since then. Criminal Minds being the latest.
Well, in the few seconds we have left, so tell us about what that brings out in an actor, right? Does it give you a different perspective as a director?
Oh, completely. I mean, you know, you really, I think it makes you appreciate the entire process in a way that you can't just from one aspect of it. You know, as an actor, as a coworker, I mean, you appreciate the crew in a way that, you know, that as an actor you don't get a chance to because you're not dependent upon them as directly as you are when you're directing an episode.
Right.
And so, you know, it really gives you a chance to form stronger relationships with these people that you're with every day. And it's probably my favorite part about it, honestly.
Right. A couple things. First of all, as a Latino actor, here you are in an American culture that now is exploding with difference. Latinos, African Americans, indigenous people and the like. And we see Black Panther, and people can't understand the hunger that Black people have because of that hero, and Latinos the same way.
Everybody. You don't make a $1 billion movie without everybody wanting to see that.
That's right.
You know? I mean, and I don't understand why there is such a disconnect, you know,
Right.
because it happens in every other aspect of entertainment. You know?
Right.
Music and sports, you know, and all of these things, there isn't that same disconnect.
That's
you
right.
know?
I mean, it's all converging and
Yes.
people understand it.
And so, you know, look, there's never been a more important time for this to happen. We need these kinds of changes to be made and for people to see stories about them that actually inspire them to go and do better and be better and greater and
Yes.
accomplish things that seemed impossible before.
That's beautiful. And you've been on Empire.
I have.
With Taraji.
Yes, with my
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Oh,
with
man.
the Instagram post. What's up? What's up? A little hotness going on up in there. What's going
That's
on?
my girl, man. We did a movie years ago for Tyler Perry called I Can Do Bad All By Myself.
Oh, yeah. That was the joint.
Yeah, and we, you know, we just clicked right away and developed a friendship that's been lasting. And, you know, when there's an opportunity, we love to get to work together. You know, and Empire was one of those things that came up. I had a great time doing the show.
That's Mr. Adam Rodriguez, right?